Dwight, how do you stop the Clippers' transition offense?
Slow the ball down. Turnovers. You can't have a lot of turnovers against this team. That way they can't get out and run and do all the things they want to do. You turn the ball over, they're just going to outrun you.
Once you get into the half court, you're going to have to deal with a lot of pick and roll with CP3. How do you defend the CP3 pick and rolls?
See, the half court, half court defense is great. That's what you'll see in the playoffs. And you have to be able to contain teams in the half court. They're a team that wants to push the pace, and for us to beat those guys, we got to slow the game down and, pound the ball in the paint.
You're still pretty new to this Clipper-Laker thing. What's your impression of it after playing them 3 times already?
I don't pay attention to it. I thought the big rival was Boston, so I haven't paid attention to it.
Yeah, they haven't won the season series since, I think, 92, 93. They finally did that a month ago. Is it good that that's out of the way? I mean, now you guys can worry about the importance of this game as far as making the playoffs.
Well, the only thing that matters is tomorrow. Whatever happened in the past, it's behind us. We know what we need to do, to go out there and get a win. We play the right way, we should win the game.
Dwight, could be a foul. Obviously, they've played a lot together over the years, but just within this personnel, how have you seen their 2-man game evolve?
We're just reading the defense, Yesterday, the short roll was working, because the other big was so concerned about the lob over the top, that Powell was able to get in the paint and, hit those shots. So we just have to, exploit, the other team's weaknesses.
How critical is it using that, game as far as other ones moving forward? Is it just
how what?
How critical is it for them to run that 2-man game together later on this season? Or is that
it's critical that we play together. We read defenses together. We find things in the offense, that work. So yesterday the 2-man game was working. It might not work every game that way, but everybody has to be engaged.
Dwight, you held Memphis to 84 points, a playoff team. What was working well with the defense?
Just hard work. That's it. Everybody had, the intensity was high. People was moving their feet, talking, getting to the right spots, and that's what you have to do.
Can you take us through that last defensive stop that you had?
The Conley drive?
Saved the game, yeah.
He caught the ball and drove down the paint. I just tried to get in his way, stand up, and force him to make a tough shot. And I don't recall the whole play. It just happened so fast.
How do you guard DeAndre Jordans and Blake Griffin?
How do you guard them?
Besides being in a stance, moving your feet, your approach.
The biggest thing with those guys is keep them out the paint. DeAndre, keep him off the glass. And just can't let them get out in transition. That's the biggest thing. Those are, their threats. They're going to get the ball out in transition, look for lobs. And, once they're off, running, it's tough.
What have you seen like Earl's? I mean, he's obviously had a huge role this year as far as emerging, but just these past few games.
Just playing hard, that's the biggest thing, He's out there playing hard, and good things happen when you play hard.
He was saying some of the guys were telling him, I guess, just when he was hitting a wall to kind of just dig deeper, try to find ways to get energy. Is there any feedback that you gave him?
Just play hard, All of us go through times during the season where we just don't have it, or shots are not falling. The only thing you can do is, come to practice every day with the same approach, get your work in, and, sooner or later all that stuff will start back to fall. So you can't really just focus, on the negatives. You have to look at, the whole outlook. The harder you work, the better you'll be.
Is there anything different about tomorrow's game? Lakers Clippers. Any way you approach that differently?
No, we got to go out and play the way we need to play to win. It doesn't matter who we play at this point. You know, our concern should be how we play and what can we bring to the game.